Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning light, coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday.
Thank you all for being here. This is episode 93 of Shop Talk. We are the Content Creator Collective. I want to thank you for being in the right place at the right time. Today is Creator Q&A. Every episode of Shop Talk is live Creator Q&A for the YouTube content creator. Thank you all for being here during this special Shop Talk in remembrance of our sister friend in these YouTube streets, Deb. And friends, I'm gonna keep it upbeat because she lived a life of kindness to everyone that she encountered, even if she encountered you virtually. We are forever changed. She walked the walk and she talked the talk. And she leaves a legacy of kindness in her path. And so, y'all, in the spirit of Deborah, let's just be good people. Let's just be good to each other. Let's learn a few things. Let's collaborate, connect, and grow our channels together, because she and the Source 479, they were the dynamic duo in these YouTube streets, and we honor both of these foot soldiers for Connect and Grow today and every day. And y'all keep the Source lifted up in your prayers. He's being so strong for us. But y'all, my heart breaks. My heart breaks. And so I could not let another day pass without speaking her name over my channel, because I know that she is here with us. And so I thank you all for coming in early. Those who dropped comments, I appreciate those comments. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much for the kind words that you're putting into the chat. Y'all, let's move forward so that I can get through this. We wanted to shout out the content creators who are already gathering, including Mary's Life Journey. Thank you for being here. Y'all go ahead and drop any questions you have as a content creator. Every episode of Shop Talk is live Q&A for the YouTube content creator. And friends, we are particularly passionate about new and small YouTubers. And friends, that's because I am too a new and small content creator, even with 3.5 thousand subscribers. Friends, because YouTube considers anyone with fewer than 500,000 subscribers a small creator. So if you're a small creator like me, go ahead and put your channel link in the chat. Y'all go ahead and put the keyword in the chat. It's the words that I just dropped into the chat. Y'all go ahead and drop those keywords so that you can share out your channel link, and then don't forget to piggyback that with a few words or phrases that share a little bit about what your channel is about. Yeah, that's the way we do it. We really want to connect folks for collaborations, because that's what you do. YouTube is pushing collaborations in this moment. The YouTube CEO said that himself at the end of 2025. They said, if you really want to grow on YouTube, collaboration is the way to grow. Collaborations are the way to grow. So thank you all for being here for episode 93. Can you believe that? I can't believe that, of Shop Talk. Thank you all for being here. We are the Content Creator Collective. I'm going to go over and do a little tweak it on the back end, make sure that all systems are firing towards Shop Talk, our content creator maker space. And I'll be sharing out the rest of us in the chat. Just wanted to make sure I put that link for the source up, so that folks can spend a little time on, do that for me. Spend some extra time on the source 479. Just be with them. Be with them. When you lose, whew, when you lose your helpmeet, those from a biblical perspective, when you lose your helpmeet, that is, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Let me move on, y'all. Let me move on. We want to shout out America's High Vibe Coach. Welcome in, Lala, the High Vibe Coach. And shout out to Kyle Vlog, who always, y'all, he has the coveted top commenter badge for the Content Creator Collective. Thank you for being you in these YouTube streets. Shout out to Kyle Vlog. Thank you all for being here. This is Kendi K all day. We want to say hello to creator Grant's Faithful GLP1 Journey. I love to see these faces because y'all better stick and stay because you might see your face here today. We want to shout out Sandra James. No, friends, stick and stay. After this episode of Shop Talk, why then don't we use the link that I pinned to the top and connect with the source? And y'all, if you can't stay long, then check out his posts, his tributes to his partner Deborah L. and her passing. She's made her transition. She's earned her wings. We'll do that after this episode of Shop Talk, but I just want to make sure it was there at the top. And y'all make sure if you check out the content, make sure that you stay for the content. If you just hit the like button and leave, that is hurting another content creator's channel, and we want to do no harm. Welcome in Gemini Diva 79. Thank you for being you in these YouTube streets, and thank you and Lala both for being core crew members and for acting and standing in the gap as moderators on this stream. I am so grateful to have the Content Creator Collective, y'all. As small creators, it just feels good to know that when you are putting out your best content as you're trying to learn at the same time. We want to welcome in 502 Jordan. Welcome in, friend. Thank you for being here. We welcome you, y'all. Welcome any new people that you see joining us. This is a safe space for content creators to connect, collaborate, and grow. And shout out, folks are shouting out that guy, Kyle Vlog. Y'all give Kyle some love. And there he is, representing the SIP, short for Mississippi. It's Jerry G is in the building. Jerry G, I will never forget. You had that video and someone sitting in the Baptist church on that Hammond organ. Ooh, that just took me back. Jerry G. Y'all check out Jerry G's channel. He's got some great content over there. And Monique Pope, you've been on my mind, friend, because I have been binge watching your basket playlist. Friend. Oh my goodness, y'all. If you need some Easter basket inspiration, get over there with Monique Poe. And thank you, Monique, for standing in the gap, acting as one of my channel moderators, y'all. Channel moderators are the unsung heroes. But y'all, let's get to the meat of the matter. If you do have any questions, go ahead and drop those in the chat. Go ahead and put 2 capital Q's and then write your question. And don't forget to put a question mark on it, because if you do, this stream is being powered by StreamYard, and it will alert me that you have dropped a question, and we'll put it up on the screen and let everybody see who you are as a content creator. There's no question that is too small, and there's no problem that the content creator, y'all, we are stronger and better together. We might be small channels now, but catch us when we grow. We are better together. We are stronger and we are mighty together. Yes, thank you all for being here. And thank you all for being here, especially on this day of remembrance, as we remember the producer herself, Deb Rael. It was my pleasure to attend, Jerry G. It was my pleasure to drop in. You invited us so warmly over to view your premiere, and it was a dinner theater, y'all. It was, oh my, what a treat it was. Y'all check that content out on Jerry G's channel. I remember that night well because it was a treat. I was not expecting that. It was a treat. Yes, it was. Thank you, Gemini Diva, dropping in there with Shop Talk 93. Y'all, this is just an exciting time for me and the channel and for Shop Talk. Friends, I want to remind you, if you look to your upper left there in the visual there, what you're going to see there is something that I saw as I pulled up my YouTube Studio app on my mobile, on my phone. And it led me through a little bit of a tutorial with some visuals, and it reminded me of my stats and how that compared to larger channels. And it says that right now, Candy K, you're getting an average watch session of about 14 minutes and 30 seconds on a 75-minute video. And it says that larger channels or more popular channels than yours average watch session. How long? In a 75-minute video or live stream that I might be holding, I am able to keep folks on the stream on an average of about 14 minutes and 30 seconds, an average. So that means some folks will stay a little bit longer, some folks will stay a little bit shorter. But larger channels, more popular channels, they get an average watch a session of 21 minutes and 50 seconds. So what should we glean from that, Content Creator Collective? We should glean from that you should not expect that in a 75-minute watch session, y'all, that's greater than an hour. Okay, that is greater than an hour. And Kenny K is a woman of a particular age. Y'all, I'm 50 years old and I have already worked a full work day. Because frankly, friends, after I got up and said my prayers and did my split time with the Lord, which I'm gonna do every day, okay, I was up with Lala because she was leaping for joy. in gold, she was leaping for joy. So, friends, y'all, that was somewhere between 5:30 and 6 a.m., if not early. I'm y'all, I opened my eyes and she was leaping for joy. I said, look at Lala. You gotta shout out Lala, the high five coach, and her consistency. Because if she is not one thing, she is consistent. So, y'all, what you should take from this, I wanted to share this tidbit because I want you to get some strategies, right? And make sure that you're checking down. Don't just be going into your YouTube Studio app on your phone just to check your watch hours and to see your subs. And we all do that, okay? Me included. But y'all, check for those little icons that sit between there and where they give you your weekly stats, and they tell you what you did last week, we're ending to the end of March. It's going to give you your monthly stats. Click on those and let it walk you through some understandings about your channel, because this is where I found this information. The top line is telling me that on average of 75-minute live stream or video, and I don't think I've ever had a 75-minute video. So it must have been a live stream that went into replay, or video on demand is what we also call them. An average of 14 minutes and 30 seconds, people will watch that. So even on bigger channels, on a 75-minute live stream, folks are only watching an average of 21 minutes and 50 seconds. But when you take their 21 minutes and 50 seconds and you add it to someone else's 15 minutes of watch time, or plus someone else's who might have watched all 75 minutes of your live stream, friends, that is how you get your watch hours towards monetization. And friends, it requires for initial monetization, you need 3,000 watch hours in the last 365 days on your long form videos and your live streams to reach initial monetization that will allow you to have paid memberships on your channel, that would allow you to gain um, happy tips where folks can drop you super stickers, gifts, super chats. That's initial monetization, and that is a new process. If folks have been YouTubers for a long time, sometimes they don't even know that YouTube has these gifts that folks can buy and share their love to their favorite content creators for as little as 2 cents. Y'all, you can click on the present. If you're in the vertical feed, you can click on the little present and send a content creator a gift for as little as 2 cents. Okay. Friends, all the way up to hundreds of dollars. Y'all, friends, if you've got that kind of money, fine. But if you don't, what you can do at this moment to support a creator is simply hit the like button. That sends positive engagement signals to the YouTube algorithm. And that's the system of supercomputers positioned via satellites all over the world for YouTube. Friends, for full monetization, you need a combined total of at least 4,000 watch hours from your long format videos and your live streams within the last 365 days. So if you've been on YouTube greater than a year, you will lose the watch hours in the same order that you gained them day by day. So it's really important that you attend ShopTalk on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for the Sunday Sunrise edition of ShopTalk, or catch us on the replay so that you get the strategies and you learn the things that you need to learn so that you can really get to that monetization without losing watch hours day by day. Friends, what that happens, it creates a do loop and you get the average viewer duration. So that's what's showing in that first box on the left is the average viewer duration. And friends, the more you continue to work on your craft as a YouTuber, as a content creator, and put out your best content, not perfect content, but just work on your work. Work on your work as a content creator, and things will get better day by day. Maybe you'll work on your thumbnails. Maybe you will work on your intros and outros. Did you see Kenny K tried to play a little music to bring us on in here for this episode of Shop Talk? I do that sometimes, but I need to be more consistent. I need to set a better standard. I need to be more consistent. And friends, we also talk about average view duration, AVD for short. These are the kinds of tips and tricks, and I don't like to call them tricks so much because they are strategies. They are actionable items that you can put in place to connect, collaborate, and grow. Emphasis on grow your channel to initial monetization and then smash that final door down to full monetization. And friends, that's where the money resides. No wonder I've been having a great week this week because guess what I got? Kenny K, I got a direct deposit from the YouTube Partner Program. That's where you get your YouTube checks from. It's the YPP, the YouTube Partner Program. If you're reaching for that YPP, go ahead and drop those 3 letters in the chat. The YPP is the YouTube Partner Program. As you reach towards initial monetization, that is where you will begin to get emails to the email account associated with your YouTube channel. Friends, condition yourself now, even before monetization, to be checking your Gmail account associated with your YouTube channel, or better yet, have those emails forwarded to your regular email account where all my bills come every 30 days. But friend, their YouTube Partner Program and the YouTube channel YouTube will reach out to you only through one official email, and it is the email associated with your YouTube channel. Start checking that now, because that is how they're going to communicate with you. Friends, I'm trying to help somebody here. But yeah, I want you to remember those. Thank you, Monique, for listing that. Monique says YPP. Y'all, Monique is, y'all, she's doing the last mile towards initial monetization. Mary's Life Journey, last mile to initial monetization, YPP. Y'all be on the lookout. Be checking your email for emails from Kendi K. I might be inviting you for a collaboration, but you're not even checking your email. Somebody may be reaching out to you for a brand deal. Friends, you are a content creator. You are your brand. Friends, that's the only way they know to contact you. Unless you have done what a good YouTuber does, and that is go in and work on their channel profile and the description. Yes, absolutely. We want to welcome in Out with Key. Thank you for being here for this special edition dedicated to the memory and the legacy of Deb Rael, the producer that we all knew and loved in these YouTube streets. We want to welcome Allison Knapp. Thank you for being here. Did y'all know Allison juices on the weekends? She's a wife, she's a mom, and she's y'all. Women are just that anyway, y'all. They are super women. Amen. I'm just saying. And we want to welcome, there's Kyle Vlog still with us. Thank y'all for being here. And friends, here's another strategy that you might need, because y'all, it happened to me not once but twice today. Kendi K was doing her full-time job, because I'm just a part-time content creator. And friends, I messed around some kind of way and I closed all my tabs. I was working in Google and I closed my whole browser and lost about 12 tabs that I had open. And friends, before I freaked out, I remembered this is how you recall all those tabs. You know how you mess around and you do it, you working, because y'all, I'm a woman of a particular age, y'all. I can't do, some folks, they do everything from their smartphone. Nope. Kendi K has to grab her. I just got an iPad using my YouTube checks. Yes, Kendi K. Black Friday weekend, Kendi K got over there to Sam's Club, because I checked the lowest prices, and Sam's Club had the lowest prices on iPads with big memory storage. And friends, I was able to pick that up. And friends, I bought it all with my YouTube content creator monthly payments. Y'all, I initially monetized in July of 2025, got my first YouTube check in August of 2025. And friends, by the time I got that first YouTube check, I was also fully monetized. And I owe much of that to the Content Creator Collective and the ShopTalk series, with 3 live streamed episodes a week on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and the Sunday Sunrise edition. And y'all, let me say this. I am attending church in person on Sunday, and with that in mind, okay, because typically I can also use virtual church, but I plan to attend in person with my family. We've got a big celebration, and so we're all going to fellowship together for church. And so with that in mind, friends, Shop Talk will be later in the afternoon. And so if you are a believer and you attend church on Sundays and had not been able to check in with us for the Sunday Sunrise edition of Shop Talk, you will be able to get that afternoon edition, and I will put a post out as well. We want to welcome in Low Carb Queen. Thank you for being here, friend. Thank you for being here. This is Kendi K all day. Thank you, creators, for coming in. And Local Queen is saying her hellos. What a nice way to enter into someone's chat. Y'all, we're just talking that shop talk. We're just talking shop as YouTube creators. That's what we do during shop talk. We don't put up any pretense. We're just small and new creators helping creators helping creators. Friends, if you are using an Apple product, an iPad Pro, then that you can hit these commands, these three: Command, Shift, and T. But if you are on a PC product, it is Control, Shift, and T, and that will recall all of those tabs. And y'all, that's really good to do anyway, because you know how you can waste 5 or 10 minutes sometimes trying to pull up all that stuff that we use every day as a content creator. What does Candy K have open as a content creator when I get into my work flow? Well, friends, first of all, I'm going to have the desktop edition of YouTube Studio. And then if I am making, if I might have Ask Studio open. And then, friends, sometimes I like to have my channel page open as well, because I want to get a feel for what is going to look like to my viewers. So I like to make sure my thumbnail looks like I wanted it to look to the viewer. I kind of like to look from both sides, if you will. Thank you all for being here. This is Shop Talk. This is a very special edition of Shop Talk dedicated to the legacy, the life, and the legacy of the producer on the Source 479, Deborah L. Yes, time, I'm telling you, at 50, Kyle, time moves very, very, very fast. Allison Mapp says, this is a pro tip. Somebody might need to hear this. YouTube Studio is always open on her computer. I know that's right. I know that's right. Mhm. Yes, y'all, thank you all for being here for this edition of Shop Talk. Let me just go back through and make sure I haven't missed any of the content creators who are gathering. And y'all, if you notice someone new, please give them a warm Shop Talk welcome. And thank you all for your kind comments today. Let's just be kind in the memory and the legacy of Deborah. Let's just be kind. Let's just be intentional to be kind. Thank y'all for being here. And y'all, since we have her up on the screen, now let's shout out this GLP1 content creator. She's a wife, she's a mom, and a grandmom. It's Pam Munjaro Journey with Pam. It is Munjaro Journey with Pam. Manjaro Journey with Pam. Y'all, shout out to Pammy, and she was part of my creation flow as I develop. We do on this channel for Shop Talk, we do a channel parade where I am intentional to you always spend so much time working on our channels, working on our content. I want to make sure that everybody across the globe gets to see as much of these channels as we can. And so I'm being intentional to make sure that we shout out one of our own. And friends, I'm also on a GLP-1 journey using Zepbound on my weight loss journey. So check me out if you will. Y'all, here's that tribute to Deborah L. And friends, this is difficult for me. So if you are a believer, then pray for me, because Deb and the Source brought the Joy Bus to my channel this past Saturday. Deb and the Source were interviewing a new creator, as the Source does. Deb and the Source 479 interviewed me on their channel. And I gained so many subscribers that day. I'll never forget it. Nor will I forget that I have been going over to Shop Talk. I'm sorry, I've been going over to the Source 479 on Sundays because he has the Sunday Wheel of Support. It comes on at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, at 3 p.m. Central Time, and 12 p.m. Pacific Time. Don't quote me on that, y'all. But for sure, it is 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time on Sundays, the Sunday Wheel of Support. And Deb and the Source, they're just like Shop Talk. It's creators helping creators. And but on Shop Talk, what makes Shop Talk uniquely its own, is that this is a teaching and a learning space. Sandra, thank you, friend, for being you in these YouTube streets. Sandra James living it. But it's an opportunity for you to gain the strategies that you need to reach initial and full monetization in 365 days based on your long format content and your live streams. Okay? So if you're trying to get there fast, and we all, because losing this great human, Deborah L., is a reminder that we should not take life for granted. I say again, this past Saturday, Deb Rael and the Source 479 were on my channel, and he brought his whole audience to my live stream where I was just trying to cook a good high protein, low carb, high fiber dinner. I made salmon croquettes and broccoli, homemade salmon croquettes, salmon patties, salmon cakes, and steamed some broccoli. And the Source 479, he brought his joy bus over. It's called a redirect feature. He and Deborah L were there in the chats, y'all. Here are the screen captures. Deborah L, friends, she loved butterflies. That was her channel profile picture. Deborah L Maui with a butterfly. So y'all go ahead, drop some butterflies in the chat today for Deborah L. Put her name into the atmosphere. Friends, she is with us. She is gone from our presence, but she'll never, ever, ever be forgotten. Y'all, she and the Source were on my channel, spreading encouragement, spreading love, bringing viewers in support of Kendi K's lifestyle content. I do Shop Talk, but Kendi K is 50 and fabulous, and I am on a weight loss journey. I was just talking to viewers and sharing my recipe for homemade salmon croquettes and just steamed some broccoli because I needed fiber in every meal. I need protein in every meal, and I need fiber in every meal. Y'all, the proof is in the pudding, and it's on the screen. The Source says, "Thank you, Kendi K, for 8 months." And he writes, "It's been Deb and you, Kendi K, since the beginning. I am a founding member of the Dream Life Collective." That is what he calls the memberships. That's what Deb and the Source came up with as their memberships on their channel, the Dream Life Collective. Look at Deb. She's got the like button, thumbs up. She says, "Please remember to like Kendi K's live." My God, today. Life is fleeting. Let's make the most of it. Let's make the most of it. Friends, there she is, the producer. We used to joke about it all the time. The Source 479, Deb and I. And I would say Deb is the brains of the operation. She's the producer. And everyone, many affectionately called her the producer. She wasn't a person like the source who was out the front man. The source is the front man. He is the source. But Deb was his rib. Yes. Deb was his partner in life. Yes. So y'all keep the source lifted in your prayers and in your thoughts. And let's show that support. Let's be intentional to show that support. That's why I have pinned the link to his channel at the top of this live stream, and because I want us to make our way over there and check out some content and check a post and look at the tributes that have come in and continue to flow in over there. And he even has a memorial service there for you to support and to remember our producer, Deborah L. Maui. Yes, y'all, Deb did this past Saturday. She gifted 5 memberships on my channel. Yes, she did. And then within the next 24 hours, God saw fit to bring her home. No more pain. No more shortness of breath. I know that she is in a better place. But we are going to miss her. We are going to miss her. Yes, we are. Yes, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Gemini Diva, for dropping those butterflies in the chat. I mean, y'all, when I realized that Deb was in my chat and gifted 5 memberships, that means she paid for the memberships on my channel this past Saturday, and within 24 hours, she had made her transition. The circle of life was complete. Kyle, so true. Y'all, so true. Thank you, precious Shanara. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Deb, for showing us how to be creators, helping creators. Thank you, Deborah L. Thank you, Lala, for the butterflies. Look at all these butterflies flowing through. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Thank you. I remember when I met Deborah L. So I was over at the source for his Sunday Wheel of Support. So if you're a small and new content creator, get over there on Sundays, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Central Time for the Wheel of Support. It is another safe space. It's a 10 out of 10 for Kendi K as a safe space for content creators to connect and grow their channels, right? But she actually, when I say that Source is the front man and she is the producer, the one in the back, the brains of the operation, y'all, she wanted to say hello to me in person, face to face. And so she jumped up and came over to where Source was seated in their home. And she jumped, she was like, "Hi, Kendi K, I just wanted to meet you." Oh, y'all. Lord have mercy. Friends, life is fleeting. Life is fleeting. We want to welcome in one crafty sister. So I'm just making sure I'm not missing anyone. There she is. There's one crafty sister. So, y'all, as we wind down this time of remembrance, we want to just move this one right on along. Uh, we are remembering the producer, the lady of the hour, Deb Rael Maui. And we know that a fire Dr. Ninja Turtle was able to meet Deb Rael and the source and spend several days with them in Maui. Mm, mm, mm. Life is fleeting, isn't it? Yes, we've lost a good one. Deborah L. has made her earthly transition. The circle of life is complete. Thank you all. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. So, and I was just on the source. I was just on the source because, again, it's a safe space. I love connecting. I love supporting creators. He interviews creators every Saturday. I'm just trying to let you know another safe space, the source 479. And then y'all, I came over to my channel and just I was just cooking dinner and decided to turn my camera on and go live. Very impromptu. And what did he do when his live stream ended? He and Deborah L. herself, they came over on the Joy Bus. I call it the Joy Bus Sprinter. YouTube calls it redirect. And I'll talk about it on ShopTalk. I'm still learning that one myself. You know, I got to test things out and make sure I can answer all questions. Now, if you do have any questions as a content creator, go ahead and drop those questions now. And me and the Content Creator Collective, all of these creators and viewers, people who are even thinking about starting their own channel, they are assembled here. Thank you all for being here for this special edition of Shop Talk. And thank you, Sandra. I appreciate your kind comments. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. And special shout out to our moderators for being in place. Um, thank you. And friends, we've got other things as we are intentional to lift up Deborah L. And this is a salute to her because she would want us to continue to support creators. And so we shout out Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey, another dynamic duo in these YouTube streets. It is Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey and his rib, friends, his wife for life, Christy. Y'all, she was named Teacher of the Year in her community. So shout out, y'all. Let's drop some apples in the chat for Grant and Christy. Christy was named Teacher of the Year. I believe she's a kindergarten teacher. And y'all, I truly believe and know that a teacher is a child's third parent. Good teachers are. And you have to know that the community must agree as well because they named Christy of Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey, the wife of Grant and Christy. Christy was just bestowed that one of the highest honors a teacher could ever get, and that is being named Teacher of the Year. Shout out to you. Y'all drop some apples in the chat if you would, so that we can show our love to Grant and Christy. And I should change that around to Christy, Teacher of the Year, and Grant's Faithful GLP-1 Journey. Y'all, thank y'all. Thank you for those apples for the teachers. Ooh, I like your green apples, Sandra. Thank you all. Thank you all. And friends, while we're at it, we've got another content creator who is celebrating a win, y'all. So Sunday's edition will be celebrating wins. Remember, it's going to come to you in the afternoon. So be looking for that thumbnail for the exact time in your area. And when you see the time listed on a thumbnail on your device, that is the time for that you will be able to see that content creator for your time zone. You don't have to do the conversions or anything. The time that you see the thumbnail or the post on your channel, that will, on your device, that is the time that it will show for your time zone. Okay, it's already done. The hard work's been done for you. Thank goodness for YouTube for doing that for us, because y'all at 50, y'all, sometimes it gets hard this late in the evening, friends. And so we're going to wind down from this place, but not before shouting out Sandra James, living it with Sandra James, y'all. Sandra is showing us a bit more of herself as a colorectal cancer survivor. Y'all, she said this crafting aspect of her life helped her heal, not just physically, but emotionally. It's that mind, body, spirit. They all work together. Yes, we want to welcome in Auntie Mama. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here, Sister Friend. Thank you, Auntie Mama. Thank you. Look at all of those apples for Christy and Grant's faithful GLP-1 journey. Friends, we're winding this train right on down. Thank you all for being here. Y'all stick and stay. It's time for the channel parade. Continue to drop out those channels. And thanks to Marjorie Annette for this theme music. Thank you, Sister Friend.
She got that Southern Honda PNW flow. Ain't no stopping when I ain't gon' show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got its grace. We pray, we stay. Unapologetically slay. We live and we good food, good love, we pride it. Every time she talks, we find it. Always kitty, we live and we pride it. Good food, good love, we pride it. Every time she talks, we find it. Always kitty, every meal, every dream, ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. We keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can decay all day. Morning light, coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. Morning love and morning day. Real across the dreams that play. We go up in our own lane. We live and we play. Good food, good love, we drive it. Every time she does, we find it. She got that Southern Honda PNW flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got His grace. We pray, we stay unapologetically slay. We live and we vibe. Good food, good love, we thrive. Everything she loves, we find it. Our way, candy, candy. We live and we vibe. Good food, good love, we thrive. Everything she loves, we find it. Our way, candy, candy. Every meal, every dream ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. We keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can decay all day. Morning light, coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you name. From middle class to dreams at play. We glow up in our own lane. We live and we play. Good food, good love, we thrive it. Every gem she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda BMW flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got His grace. We rise, we pray, we stay unapologetically slay. We live and we rise. Good food, good love, we find. Every gem she comes, we find it. Our way, candy, candy. We live and we rise. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she comes, we find it. Our way, candy, candy. Every myth, every dream ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. Keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can decay all day. Morning light, coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you name. From middle class to dreams at play. We glow up in our own lane. We live and we play. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every dream she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda BMW flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season, God is grace. We pray, we stay. Unapologetically slay. We live, we good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she drops, we find it. Our way, candy cane. We live and we thrive. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she drops, we find it. Our way, candy cane. Every meal, every dream ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. Keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, it's the only way. For the love and all you made. From middle past the dreams that play. We grow up in our own lane. We live and we play. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every dream she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda BMW flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got its grace. We pray, we stay. Unapologetically slay. We live and we fight. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she drops, we find it. Our way, candy cane. We live and we fight. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every gem she drops, we find it. Our way, candy cane. Every meal, every dream ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. We keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. Real cups of dreams that play. We grow up in our own lane. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every time she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda BMW flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got its grace. we pray, we stay unapologetically slay. We live, we fight. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every time she comes, we find it. Our way, kitty, we live and we fight. Good love, we thrive. Every time she comes, we find it. Our way, kitty, betray you. Ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. Keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. From real past dreams at play. We glow up in our own way. We live and we love. Good food, good love, we thrive it. Every time she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda P&W flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got His grace. We pray, we stay unapologetically slay. We live and we fight. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every time she comes, we find it. Our way, kitty, we live and we fight. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every time she comes, we find it. Our way, kitty, betray you. Ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. Keep it alive. Yeah, it's that time again, we shine again. From Memphis to the Northwest wind. It's love, it's life, it's every day. You can't decay all day. Morning like coffee in hand. Making moves with a master plan. Simple things make the spirit stay. We find our joy in the everyday. Keep it real, that's the only way. For the love and all you make. From real past dreams at play. We glow up in our own lane. We live and we play. Good food, good love, we thrive. Every time she drops, we find it. She got that Southern Honda P&W flow. Ain't no stopping when the light don't show. Every smile got a story to say. She's building peace in her own way. Love the journey, not the race. Every season got His grace. We pray, we stay unapologetically slay. We live and we fight. Good food, good love, we drive it right. Every time she drops, we find it right. Our way, candy, chaotic. We live and we find it. Good food, good love, we drive it right. Every time she drops, we find it right. Our way, candy, chaotic. Every meal, every dream, ain't as simple as it seems. It's the laughter, it's the team, building life on self-esteem. Every step, every we keep the light. Yeah. Yeah.